The chainsaw wasn't built to cut down trees. It was built to cut through a woman during childbirth. No anesthetic, its tiny teeth grinding through bone. And that is not even the worst thing on this list. 7 everyday objects. 7 origin stories so dark you will never look at them the same way again. Number 7. Cornflakes weren't invented to feed you. They were invented to control you. 1890s. A doctor named John Harvey Kellogg runs a sanitarium in Battle Creek, Michigan, and believes rich, spicy, stimulating food inflames the body and ignites dangerous passions. Kellogg is obsessed with what his era calls self-abuse, masturbation. He writes entire books condemning it, and he is determined to stamp it out through diet. His solution? Engineer the most aggressively bland food possible. Something so utterly without flavor that the fire inside simply dies. Around 1894, he and his brother create cornflakes. No sugar, no salt, no stimulation of any kind. Patients eat them every single morning. Then his brother Will sees the business opportunity, and in 1906 does the one thing John would never allow. He adds sugar. A purity crusade becomes a product. The food invented to kill desire becomes a billion-dollar breakfast empire built on making people want more. That's a doctor policing your libido with breakfast. But the next item on this list wasn't feared for what it did to your body. It was feared for your soul. Number 6. The fork in your kitchen drawer was once condemned by the church as satanic. For centuries, Europeans eat with their hands and a knife. A little metal prong looks pretentious, even unmanly. Around the year 1000, accounts vary, a Byzantine princess arrives in Venice to marry into the Doge's family and dines with a tiny golden fork. The room is scandalized. The clergy erupt. God already gave humanity forks, our fingers. Using this device, they say, is an insult to heaven itself. Then the princess dies of plague, and the priests have their answer. God, they claim, struck her down for the sin of the fork. 2 sharp prongs, the spitting image of the devil's own pitchfork. Europe refuses to touch the thing for 500 more years. It takes royalty to rescue it. By the 1700s, the fork has gone from satanic relic to the mark of refinement on every table on earth. A utensil, banned as demonic for half a millennium. But the next one didn't just get banned, it got bottled and sold as a miracle cure. Number 5, that bottle of ketchup on your table was once sold as medicine. Ketchup itself starts centuries earlier in Asia as a fermented fish sauce called ketchup. It's the tomato version, bottled in America, that a doctor turns into a cure-all. 1830s. An American doctor named John Cook Bennett claims tomatoes can cure indigestion, jaundice, even rheumatism. He concentrates the extract, bottles it, and sells it as tomato pills. The craze explodes. Thousands of Americans buy tomato pills as a cure-all. Then copycats flood the market with worthless fakes, and the whole medical fad collapses by the 1850s. Ketchup survives, not as a cure, but as the condiment you squeeze onto fries. A medical scam that outlived the medicine. But the next drink on this list didn't just claim to cure you, it actually contained a drug that could. Number 4, Coca-Cola was originally a cocaine drink sold as medicine. And for a while, that was completely normal. 1886, Atlanta. Pharmacist John Pemberton, himself recovering from a wartime morphine habit, brews it from coca leaf extract and cola nut caffeine, hence the name Coca-Cola. He sells it at the soda fountain as a brain tonic, a cure for headaches and fatigue. The cocaine content was small, but it was real. Cocaine wasn't scandalous in 1886. Doctors prescribed it. Dentists used it. It was in dozens of everyday products. Nobody batted an eye. By around 1903, as attitudes shift, the company quietly strips the cocaine out. The coca leaf stays, just decocainized for flavor. Those flavor-only coca leaves are still in the recipe today. The drug is gone. The name and the leaf never left. A soft drink built on a narcotic. But the next entry on this list wasn't hiding in a soda. It was sold, on purpose, straight to sick children. Number 3, heroin was once a legal, over-the-counter medicine. sold at pharmacies and advertised for children's coughs. 1898. Bayer, the same company that makes aspirin, launches a new drug they call heroin, from the German heroisch, meaning heroic, for how powerful it makes patients feel. They market it as a safe, non-addictive substitute for morphine, sold for coughs, colds, and chest complaints, with the children's dose printed right on the label. The same year, Bayer also launches aspirin. Same lab, same year. One becomes the world's most trusted painkiller. The other becomes one of history's worst addictions. Within years, patients are returning, not for their coughs, but because they can't stop. The non-addictive claim had been catastrophically wrong. By 1924, it's banned in the United States. Today, it's classified as one of the most dangerous substances on Earth. It started on the pharmacy shelf, a children's medicine that became a global epidemic. But the next story isn't about a drug at all. It's about a beautiful glow that was quietly poisoning the women who painted it on. Number 2. The glow on vintage watch dials was radioactive, and the young women who painted them were slowly being killed by it. Discovered by Marie Curie in the 1890s, radium had become a worldwide obsession, sold in tonics, toothpaste, even drinking water, believed to boost health and vitality. In the 1920s, factories hire young women to hand paint radium onto watch and clock dials. It makes the hands glow in the dark. Their supervisors teach them a technique to keep the brushes sharp. Lip, dip, paint. Press the bristles to your lips. Dip in the radium paint. Paint the dial. Every single time. Radium behaves like calcium. Their bodies store it in their bones, where it fires radiation from the inside out. Their teeth fall out. Their jaws dissolve. Many die. The company denies everything, but 5 women, barely able to walk, take them to court. Their case becomes a landmark for workers' rights across the entire world. Every modern workplace safety law traces back to what they did. The glow cost them their lives, but their fight protected millions who came after. Radioactive paint on a wristwatch. Horrifying enough. But nothing on this list compares to what's coming at number 1. Number 1. The chainsaw. Symbol of logging, horror films, destruction. It was invented for childbirth. 1780. 2 Scottish surgeons need a faster way to widen the birth canal when a baby cannot pass safely. They invent a hand-cranked chain fitted with tiny teeth, designed to cut through the cartilage and bone of the pelvis. There's no safe cesarean yet, no modern anesthetic. For an obstructed birth, this brutal little machine is the alternative to losing both mother and child. By 1830, it's refined into the osteotome, a proper surgical bone saw, hand-cranked, used by doctors for decades to come. It takes until the 1920s, a full century later, for someone to bolt a petrol engine onto the same idea and take it into the forest instead of the delivery room. The tool horror movies use to symbolize death began as a tool built to bring life into the world. 7 objects, 7 stories nobody tells you at the dinner table, and every single one of them is still sitting in your house right now. Cornflakes, built to kill desire. A fork, banned as satanic. Ketchup, sold as medicine. Coca-Cola, laced with cocaine. Heroin, given to children. Radium, eating women's bones from the inside. And a chainsaw, built for childbirth. So, which ones shocked you the most? Tell me in the comments. I read every single one. If this changed how you see the world around you, hit subscribe. There are dozens more hidden histories like this one waiting for you. Next time, the everyday object hiding in your bathroom that was once used as a weapon. You will never look at it the same way again.